All right, I'm going to start this press conference with a short statement, and then I'll open it up for questions from the media. Since we have so many media members here today, please be patient and wait for me to call on you. So I want to start by announcing that the Commerce Cannons Travel Baseball Organization is pleased to announce that we will have 7 teams for the 2019 season. All of our coaches signed contract extensions with lucrative contract bonuses, 1 Gatorade at the end of every game. Speaking of contracts, I want to discuss and dispel any rumors that are out there. We, in fact, did make a contract offer to Bryce Harper. It was for 13 years, $229 million. Unfortunately, the Phillies outbid us. They bid 13 years, $230 million. So unfortunately, we lost out by a mere $1 million. Anyway, back to our coaches and the returning contracts. Returning to coach the 10U team, coming off a very solid 9U season, is Tony Cassina. He has a solid returning team and has added some prize free agents to set up a 2019 full of high expectations. Bruce Soderberg returns for his 3rd Cannon season to coach the 11U squad. The end of last year saw the birth of Bruce 2.0, a new, fully rebuilt Coach Bruce. The Soderberg team figures to not only challenge for a number of tournament wins, but they are the Vegas favorite to lead the Cannons organization in silent auction basket bids and number of items sold. Side note, the Kalinsky family alone impacted the gross domestic product of the United States solely with the number of raffle baskets they purchased in 2018. Thank you, Kalinsky family. Queen Eustache, the most powerful youth sports agent in all of Southeast Michigan, has finalized all of the player contracts for her team, and all arbitration hearings were avoided. The Cooperstown 2019 Cannons team will be led by Rick Rackner and his mod squad of assistant coaches. A couple of newsworthy notes about the Rackner team. After a tumultuous contract session between Rackner, the Cannons salary capologist, and Dean Temple's agent, Scott Boris, Dean Temple finally agreed to terms and will again man third base. Dean will be most likely voted the most intense third base coach in all of the KVBSA for the 2nd consecutive year. Susie Mayberry evidently has taken on a second career and will be doing banquets this year, so we're not sure if we'll see her much in the stands. Jeremy Mayberry will be seen in the dugouts this season, or if you miss him there, he could be seen doing his rain dance before every Cannons car wash 24 hours before the event. Michael Solomon is heading up the 13U Cannons and returns for his 3rd season as well. You know what that means, people. Yes, make sure all of your cell phone data plans are expanded and can handle all of the text, emails, and airdrops that Michael will send daily. A quick legal notice about the 13U team. The Cannons organization had to appear in court multiple times in Michigan. Evidently, Bill Lyle's loud cheering broke several local noise ordinances. Also, Bill caused quite a political debate when his loud yelling of "you need to be a wall" was misheard 3 cities over as "you need to build a wall." This set off an international incident. Luckily, the Cannons legal counsel navigated all of these items and no fines were assessed, but a number of warnings were issued along with many sets of earplugs. We had to do a lot of apologizing, but overall, the tightly knit group of players figures to have a fun and successful season for this season. Steve Hill leads the first ever Cannons organization tournament-only team in the 14U division. This team is full of firsts. They will boast the first ever official Cannons bat boy, Little Short, brother of Dustin Short, as their official bat boy. For this prestigious position, he will be outfitted with a bat boy jersey for all games. Another record is the tallest player in Cannons history. Unofficially listed at 7 foot 3 inches is Justin Hill. He's the tallest Cannon on record and should hold that title for years to come. Steve's group of assistant coaches return along with a very talented team of players. The Fiedor 14U squad brings back a talented team that is sure to contend for the KVBSA Advanced Division in multiple tournaments. The most controversial and polarizing coach on the team has to be Coach Bo's dad, formerly known as Coach Russ. Coach Russ has promised to keep his temper in check and not to kick any buckets this year. Bleacher Report junior reporter Dennis Shalal is on the 14U Fiedor Daily Beat and promises to update his Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram with all the latest breaking team news. 14U should have a fun year. The 15U team is led by Chris Combs. In a shrewd free agent move, another Roberts family member was signed by the Cannons. Tyler Roberts. Adding Tyler into the mix of returning players should make for a very fun summer 2019 for this talented group of players. All of Chris's assistants are coming back, and together they have put together a solid training plan in their winter sessions to get prepped for the season. Good luck to all the boys who made their high school teams. That's the lineup for the teams. I do have one additional organizational announcement. As we previously announced, we have taken over 5 fields in conjunction with Huron Valley Schools. We are due to break ground for fencing here before the season starts. We should have at minimum 3 playable fields for the start of the season. Thank you to all who have supported this initiative. Okay, I'll now open it up for questions. You, sir.
Mike Lupica, New York Daily News. You mentioned the fields. What can people do, or how can they help this move along?
Honestly, things are moving very, very well. We need a few items to be donated, a couple field drags. Also, if anybody wants to donate their time to help us put up covered dugouts, that would be excellent. Excellent question. You, sir, go ahead.
Hi, this is Tim Kirkjian, ESPN Magazine.
Good to see you again, Tim.
What is a measure of a good season for the Cannons this year?
Excellent question. As long as they continue to develop, work on their fundamentals, and have fun, I consider that a successful season. We got a great group of coaches that want the best for these boys and to develop them as not only baseball players but men. Mitch, go ahead.
Mitch Albom here, Detroit Free Press. Is it true you had boosters like Dennis Shalal funnel money in the form of houses and cars to sign a bunch of your free agents?
Mitch, you do this every year. You try to stir up trouble with our organization. That is completely false. Next question.
Matt Dixon, Wixom Gazette, the most trusted news source in all of Wixom. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing excellent. I'm a big fan of your publication. I get all my news sources from you every single day, so keep up the good work.
Thank you. We appreciate that. My question is simple. Is it true that Keith Ryback has a security detail that follows him around all the games and practices, just like the Secret Service? And if so, how does that impact the Cannon budget?
Actually, that is true. As the president of the Walled Lake Braves, as you can imagine, he's kind of a big deal. People know him. So with that, we're very lucky to have him in our organization, but we do have to have his security beefed up. As you know, he's around some of the competing Charger coaches, especially Rick Rackner, and that makes events like the picnic, the tryouts, and the banquet a logistics nightmare. The good news is the security detail is not funded by the Cannons. It does not impact our budget at all. Next question.
Yeah, this is Bob Costas, MLB Network. My question is, are you doing all of the community work in 2019 you've done before, like the free baseball clinic, partnering with other groups, etc.?
Absolutely. Excellent question, Bob. We will continue to do that, and each year we're going to expand a little bit more. We'll continue our relationship with the Miracle League, Detroit PAL, and other organizations that we can give back. We're going to run our free clinic like we have the past few years with success, and we're looking forward to partnering with other organizations in our community.
Another question.
That's all the questions we could take right now. I apologize, we can't get to everybody. I'm sorry, Ted Koppel, Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper. I know that you showed up, and I apologize we couldn't get to all your questions. In summary, it's going to be an excellent season. We're looking forward to seeing everybody at the fields, and go Cannons.